next speaker is the dynamic, passionate, and very, very committed Secretary of DOTr, Secretary R. Tugade. Take it away, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening to everyone. Unlike the presentation which we have done last week, my presentation today sits on a platform that is expanded and multiple. Last week we presented to you the projects of the Department of Transportation that were basically centered on rails. Basically, we presented to you the plans which we seek to achieve insofar as enhancing mobility and guaranteeing continuity, the critical success factor in wanting to have development of the country. Today, I will walk you through to certain projects that are not only planned, but projects that are already being implemented and about to be completed. I will walk you through to certain activities not limited to rail, but it will encompass connectivity and mobility that is apropos to airline travel, air travel, to maritime travel, to road travel. Having said this, let's walk together and take a glimpse of what I'm talking about. First is the airports. Of course, of late you have seen, and please accept, that there have been development insofar as service and structures and mobility at the airport. In fact, we have received commendations from the various airlines expressing their congratulations on the improved punctuality of air travel. Let us go to specific about improvements and projects that are to be completed. First is the Puerto Princesa Airport. This airport has been initiated some 5 years back. There were delays, there were problems, but when the Duterte administration came in, we pushed the project. And the pushing will result to formally inaugurating the Puerto Princesa Airport in the first week of May this year. This airport is designed to accommodate 2 million passengers annually and involve the cost of 4 billion on an ODA platform. Next. The next is the new Bohol Panglao Airport. This is designed to accommodate 2 million people, passengers annually. The project is ongoing. In fact, you will see flash on the screen are the groundworks being done now. It is targeted to be completed by June of 2018 with a project cost of 2 billion on a platform of ODA. And of course, the MACTAN International Airport. If you have visited Cebu lately, you would have experienced and have seen by yourself the great improvement that was born and begotten, or being born and begotten, at the MACTAN Cebu International Airport. The expansion and the continuing development of the MACTAN International Airport in partnership with private business is presently ongoing and completed by 2018 with a cost of 14 billion on a platform of ODA. You will see on the screen certain developments and groundworks that are being done to show that this project is not just a drawing project, but a real project that is designed to be completed in June of 2018. Ito ho, matatapos next year. Not to be relegated or forgotten is the BICOL International Airport. we have already started improving on the groundworks. The BICOL International Airport will help decongest the crowded Legazpi Airport and will boost arrival and help make Albay an economic powerhouse. This project is ongoing right now. Groundworks are being done. The runway is almost completed. The terminal will soon be put up, targeted for completion year June 2018. You would have observed in the presentation that the projects that are bound to be completed are not in Metro Manila. They are out there in the Visayas and Mindanao, out there in BICOL. This shows that the Duterte administration is doing a multiple expanded growth, not limited to Metro Manila. In addition to all this airport, what is being done right now is to make as many airports as can be, and there are around more or less 40 airports right now, to be night-rated capacity airports. When the administration of President Duterte assumed, there were 13 or 14 night-rated airports. As of today, we are doing 19 night-rated airports, and by 2 years, 2019, we hope that we will add additional 4 to 6 additional night-rated airports. It is targeted that by the end of the Duterte administration, most, if not all, of the 40 airports will be night-rated. You can, of course, appreciate that by doing this airport night-rated, you can help decongest NAIA operation because there will be flight at nights. And of course, understandably so, you would have enhanced the connectivity and mobility between all these provinces in the Republic. This we are going to announce for the first time. In addition to creating and developing airports and doing night-rated capacity, we advise you that we are about to complete and put into operation what we call the Communication Navigation System Surveillance Air Traffic Management System, CNS/ATM. This is located at the CAAP office. When the Duterte administration assumed, there were 5 radars working and operational. As of today, this year, your government has completed the installation of 13 radars spread over different areas in the Republic that are connected and interoperable with the CNS and ATM. In other words, travel will be more definite, identification of aircraft will be more established, and more importantly, safety and security is guaranteed. I think we have some slides showing. Walang slides? Walang slides. Next forum will give you the slides. Hindi, yung yung mismong video ng kwan. Kung wala, that's okay. Eto ho yun. This is real. Before it becomes operational, and if you want to see, I will clear you and you can see the facility. And then you will feel as a traveling passenger that you are safe once you enter the territory of the Republic of the Philippines. And then you will feel proud that you have a facility like this in the Republic. I have to make it very, very clear, though, that this was not started and initiated during the term of President Duterte. This was started in the previous terms, but it was mothballed for almost 2 years or even 2 years. When we assumed, we saw the need and the importance of this facility, and then we push and push and push, so that now you have the 13 radars, and then now you have this facility, and then now this facility, interconnected and interoperable, will be formally in operation and actual operation before the end of this year. So we have taken a glimpse of what we are doing with air travel. Let us again take a second glimpse of what we are doing insofar as rail is concerned. Of course, there is the North Railway, more commonly referred to as the Manila to Tuban-Clark Railway. This, hopefully, will be started constructions and awarded at the latest, the first quarter of next year. This project will be completed in the fourth quarter of 2021. No more of the so-called narrow gauge. It will be standard gauge. No more of the so-called platform of talk, talk, talk. Matagal lang pinag-uusapan to eh. Now it is built, built, built. You know? So this will come into fruition and materialize at the cost of estimated 255 billion. Length is around 98 kilometers. Travel time will be less than 1 hour from Manila to Clark. Imagine the importance and the value of this railway when you view this railway in relation to the improvements at the Clark Airport, which will be explained later on by President Vince. And imagine further the effect when the President Vince will explain to you the connectivity that will be designed between Clark and Subic. Given the SETEX and the highway, given the railroads, and given the airport and the seaport of Subic, then you could say that in that part of central Luzon, you have actually developed an economic hub that is predicated on what we term as a logistics supply chain hub. And by any language, economic development now, supply chain and economic hub are the game changers in the development of any country. Next is, watch the train. Okay, if you have north, we have south. And we have the South Railway so that you have a full complementation of north and south. And we have the South Railway, which is full range of Manila and BICOL. Hopefully, it will cater to handling 400,000 passengers per day on opening year. This is 650 kilometers. The first phase will be from Tutuban to Calamba to Los Baños, and then Los Baños down to south. You will see that then you will have an integrated railroad system satisfying the requirements of both the north and the south. This project hopefully will start by 2018 with a cost of 270 billion estimated on an ODA platform to be completed 2021 before the end of the term of President Duterte. And if you have the north and the south, to really complete the railroad system in the Republic, we have the Mindanao Railway. The complete Mindanao Railway consists of approximately 2,000 kilometers. It has been mandated that the projects that have been initiated must be completed within the term of the President. Initiated during the term of the President, completed within the term of the President. Therefore, the observation is, how can you complete 2,000 kilometers in a period of 5 years? What we will complete is the first phase, which will include the Tagum Davao Digos Run, a 105-kilometer rail designed to accommodate 120 passengers per day on its opening year. This first phase hopefully will be started on the third quarter of 2018 and targeted for completion by 2022. Estimated cost is 36 billion on a platform of GAA. Here is, you will see the indications on circumferential line, and then you will see, that's a train. You know. Yeah. Warm train. Warm train. You know. The indicative temporary spar lines is seen on the screen. Oh, hindi ba maganda? You know? But then we talk about railroads, we talk about aircraft, we talk about airline. For the first time, you will hear and we will talk and we will do the Mega Manila Subway. This Mega Manila Subway will translate travel time from Quezon City to Taguig in just 31 minutes. To accommodate 370 passengers per day on opening day. 370,000 passengers per day on opening day. This project will start to be done on the fourth quarter of 2019 and targeted for completion 2024. Now, to give you a spice and an indication na ito hindi bola-bola, it has reached already an advanced stage of feasibility project completion. In fact, JICA, together with the people working with us, have agreed on a target day when the agreement between Japan and the Republic of the Philippines on this Mega Manila Subway will be formally signed this November between Prime Minister Abe and President Duterte. Next slide, please. These are the stations where the subway will pass through. Initially, it will cover 13 or 14 stations. The number escapes me now. But we are planning to put in NAIA. As we discuss this, we will put NAIA. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mega Manila Subway. The additional icing on the cake will be a 23-kilometer mass transport railway system connecting Quezon City to San Jose del Monte to have a ridership of 420,000 passengers per day on the time of start operation. Hopefully this will be completed by 2020. It is presently ongoing with a project cost estimated of $1 billion on a PPP. So with this, you can say, with the railway project of the Duterte administration, sa salitang Tagalog, sir, completos recados. Siyempre. Okay, and then of course, we'll have the ongoing LRT1 Cavite extension that can accommodate 400,000 passengers per day, completed October 2021. Project cost 65 billion. Complementing LRT1 will be LRT2. LRT Line 2 East extension from Santolan to Antipolo. 13.8 kilometer line extending Santolan to Antipolo, which will have a ridership of 180,000 passengers per day on actual operations completion by, in 2 years, 2019, project cost 10 billion. Andito na yung common station. Siyempre, kung kailangan mo ng tren, merong tren, may tagpuan. Yung tagpuan, ang tawag common station. Siyempre. Ang target ho dito, umpisah natin, ma'am, sa December, sir. Yung mga stakeholders. Meron hong mga usap-usapan. Yung dati, 7,000 square meters yata yun. Ito ho, 13,000 square meters, doble. Kaya ho nadagdagan yung cost. But for the first time, if at all, it shows the oneness and cooperation of the business circle. They Taipans all to be united in an endeavor to have a project like this. Why do we say this? Before the agreement on the common station was signed, the principal parties did not come. We're not singing the same music. There was even a case pending at the Supreme Court. But then, with the Duterte administration coming in, they say, no more differences. Kapit-bisig tayo. Sama-sama, itayo natin yung common station. Sila ho yun. Sama-sama na tayo dito. Para tapusin natin to sa 2019. Okay? Kung merong mga ganyan, may kailangan din natin ng mga terminals. Kasi madami nagtatanong. And we have been very quiet about this. If you will remove all these terminals at EDSA, if you will remove all these terminals in Pasay, where the hell do you put all these buses? We have a plan to put integrated terminals around Metro Manila and the outskirts, two of which is what we call the Southwest Integrated Transport System in Parañaque. This will allow intermodal facility that will provide seamless transfers for the passengers with fixed departure schedules and centralized ticketing system for provincial buses. Talaga hong terminal ito. Hindi yung paradahan ng mga bus. The in and out are all programmed by electronic and centralized computer system. Hopefully, this will be completed in April of 2018 with a project cost of 3 billion on a platform of PPP. Another terminal that is, sir, Taguig. Si Mayor. Matutuloy na ho ito. Matagal din na binbin. Because now the private parties are coming to fore and coming to agreement. Sir, pwede ko bang sir? Yung Taguig, i-issue na yung no objection. Itutuloy na to. Tuloy-tuloy na to. At matatapos ito, hopefully completed March 2019. Kita mo, I can put people on the spot. Kaya ako siya pinaupo sa kaliwa ko. But levity aside, Senator Cayetano, has always been there, active, proactive in showing his trust, faith, full support, and cooperation in the Duterte administration. Kaya nga ho, meron yun. Salamat, sir. Project cost 2 billion, platform PPP. We'll also be doing the BRT. It's now on the final stage of finalizing the feasibility study. Hopefully, all the kinks on the feasibility study and the financial package will be completed, and we can start by 2019 and finish the first BRT in 2021. This BRT from EDSA Ayala Avenue Ortigas will complement the BRT which will be put up by BCDA from BGC to NAIA. Ipipresenta ho di President Vince mamaya. So that when the President Duterte's term will finish, you will see in Metro Manila 2 BRT. One at EDSA, the other at BGC to NAIA. Completion date for this is 2021, project cost of 38 billion, platform ODA. Cavite Gateway Terminal. Only last week, we inaugurated the first barging terminal to be situated in Tansa, Cavite, involving 6-hectare property. What does this mean? Let me explain it in layman's term. You see the containers plying the streets? We have devised a system wherewith the containers, part of that estimated 140,000 TEUs on the first year, will not travel the streets, but will go barging. The connectivity will be the export processing zone and the business circle in Laguna and Cavite. Magbabarge ho yan papuntang Cavite sa dagat, sa tubig. Walang color coding. Kaya maganda yung takbo. Pinangako ho ni Mr. Rason ITSI, tatapusin at matatapos ito operational by the first quarter next year, 2018. So you can see that this will also add to the decongestion efforts and project to ease congestions or settle congestions in Metro Manila, the Cavite Gateway Terminal, Tansa, Cavite. There will also be various port modernization projects. In the interest of time, kasi tingin na ng tingin ng relo si moderator, makikita nyo yung mga ports, Iloilo, Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, Basco, nandoon. Why? Very simple, no-brainer. The Philippines is an archipelago. You want connectivity? You can connect by air, you can connect by sea, you can connect by rail. But more importantly, being archipelagic, you will have to traverse water. And therefore, you will have to go port to port. To do this, you have to satisfy two factors. Number one, to build the physical port. And number two is to bring in the transportation equipment, which initially will be along the lines of RORO, roll-on, roll-off. This port development modernization program are presently ongoing. Hopefully, before the end of President Duterte's term, we would have connected as many provinces within our archipelago by creating ports connected through RORO. Once you do this, you do not only move passengers and people, but more importantly, move products and food. When you are able to do this, then you are able to reduce the cost of food and product, because one of the major price component of rates is travel. Kaya maiibsan ho yan. These are the developments for port. Ikaw na, sir. Tinutol na ako. Ikaw na. Pinutol? Let's have forum number 3.